Hi guys, and welcome to crochet lesson number 2. Now last time I taught you the basic stitches. I taught you the chain stitch, the single crochet, and the double crochet. And now I'm going to teach you how to use those all to make a granny square. Now this is one of the most simple squares known to man. I use it all the time. If you recall, in my intro video I showed you a blanket I was making with granny squares. Now to start off a granny square, you want to chain 4, and you want to come back to the first chain, insert your hook inside, wrap this around, bring it through, and instead of doing a single crochet you just bring it through the other loop, and that is called a slip stitch. I didn't teach you it before because I had nothing to teach you it with, but now I do, so that's a pretty basic stitch and it's pretty easy because you just slip it through. Now we're going to start doing double crochets. Now to start it off, of course, we chain 3, go around, and we're going to go in the middle of all these chains. This little circle we've created, we're going to go inside that. And you're going to do 3 double crochets all together, like that. Oh, my lamp is too bright. Okay, now we are going to chain 2 and do 3 more double crochets. And what the chains are the corners of the squares. And you're going to chain 2 again and 3 more double crochets until you have 4 groups of double crochets and 4 chains 2. Okay, now we're to the end, and you're at the end and you go to the top chain in the first 3 chains you made. To make that first, you insert your hook into there and you do a slip stitch like that. Now we're going to turn this around because we're going to start work in this chain space we made, and you're going to chain 3. Now as you can see, we have a little square going on here. These chains are the 4 corners. We're just going to keep building on that. So we chained 3, now we need to make 2 more double crochets, chain 2, and in the same spot we need 3 double crochets, and now we need to get to this chain spot. Now when you have 3 double crochets to go over, you simply chain 1 and then go over to these ones, and you start doing your double crochets again. So 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then you chain 1 to skip over double crochets you made, because if you didn't, they'd be really close together. So I'm going to finish up this square and get right back to you. Okay, now here I've gotten to the end, and I'm simply going to go into the 3 chains I made and do a slip stitch. Now you can see there's a bit of a pattern going on here. It's just the same thing over and over again, but now that we've gotten past the second row, see that we've come to the part where there's only 1 chain. And for that, you need to chain 3 and then do 2 more double crochets and chain 1. Because the 2 pairs of 3 double crochets only go into the corners, because that's what makes the corner and makes it turn. So 3 and then chain 2, because this is the corner, get a bit more yarn, and then 3 more. And then you chain 1, go to the center, 3 double crochets. I'm sorry if I'm going a little fast. I'll go a little slower. And then you chain 1 again, and here we come to another corner. So what are we going to do? 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And you just keep doing that all the way around. Okay, so I finished that row and I added on another one, so there should be, counting from the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. This is a pretty decent sized square. You can make it bigger if you want, but I think this is a pretty good size. And then you just want to finish it off with a slip knot, and then to tie it off you want to chain 1 and just bring it through, tighten it, and you want a pretty long tail, about 5 to 6 inches, because you're going to take your yarn needle right here and you're going to insert the tail into there, and you're just going to weave it. Let's put it this way since the knot's facing that way. You're going to weave it through your work. And I don't exactly have a method for this. I just figure it out. I like to get to the end and then I like to go down, and since this is the place where most double crochets are, and it's best to do it under your stitches because that's where it shows the least, I like to put it through there, pull it through, sort of make sure it's not too tight, and then you want to snip this as close as you can without ruining anything. Hide it, and right here at the beginning we sort of crocheted over this tail, so it should be good to just cut off. And if you haven't, if you can still see the knot, then don't. But here is your granny square, and I will show you in the next video how to put them together.